What's going on, y'all? This is my quick BLC update. It's Thursday afternoon. We graduate on Tuesday. It's been a long 3 weeks or whatnot, but we're finally at the tail end of it. We had our final assessments today. Everybody passed. Had one soldier go home. Was an unfortunate event, but we all rallied together with the Sergeant Pisser. You will be back. Anyway, I want to give you my experience at BLC so far. And I guess I can give you a conclusion because the next 4 days is just going to be admin stuff. So I came here thinking that it was going to be a bunch of BS, right? I didn't know what to expect. Got here. Sorry, y'all, my bad. Had a technical difficulty, but I'm good. Got here, whatnot. Everything was going fine. Like I said, didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be like basic training 2.0. A lot of people told me it wasn't going to be like that. But when you come into some place brand new, you don't know what to expect. You just automatically assume the worst. Anyway, BLC can be an amazing experience if you get the right instructors. Where I'm at in Pennsylvania, in Fort Uniontown Gap, I probably won't ever come here again in my life unless it's military related. But my instructors made my experience a great one. I really think that we lucked up with our class. We got a lot of good people in our class, and we had two great instructors, Staff Sergeant Kadelka and Staff Sergeant Partner. Couldn't ask for any better instructors than that. They really taught us the fundamentals and the groundwork of leadership and being the NCO, and they really went down in the detail of what it takes or whatnot. And it's just not about putting on the rank and saying, hey, I'm an NCO, you do as I say. It's not that. It used to be like that in the old ways, in the old day, and sometimes it still can't get like that, but for a majority, that's not how this new Army operates. And they showed us, okay, this is how we're operating going forward. This is some of the stuff that we're taking from the past, and we're implementing that into the future. And overall, it was a wonderful course. Had some ups and downs. Our class really meshed well together. Not a lot of storming. If you know what storming is, you'll figure that out when you get to BLC. But it was pretty decent, and I want to tell you what you might need to do in order to have a successful completion at BLC. First, go over your drill and ceremony, right? Go over your PRT. The first 5 days was probably the most stressful part of it. Learning that stuff is critical, because if you can't do that, then nothing else is going to matter. So make sure that you got your DNC down pat and you got your PRT down pat. Just go on YouTube, research it, figure it out. They're doing stuff by the book now. I'm a heavier dude, right? In the 220s. I still pass my height and weight. Bruhs, women, it's very imperative that you pass your height and weight, okay? Make sure that you are within the standard, because they're not just saying, okay, we're going to let you through anymore. But you should be doing that anyway. But we know how the Army is. We know how the military can get. People get big. People just seem to lose themselves sometimes. But make sure that your height and weight is in check. You need to be working out, doing what you need to do a year in advance. I was doing what I needed to do a year in advance to get to the school. Got in, passed my height and weight, boom, it's good to go. You're going to be doing a lot of homework, okay? The thing is, there are no days off here. Now, at some other schools, you might have days off, but here you have no days off. It's every single day, okay? Get ready to do homework every night. You're going to have modules you're going to have to do. You're going to have quizzes that you have to do, but it's way better if y'all work as a team. Our classroom, we worked as a team to get the majority of our homework done, to get the majority of our tests done. We worked as a team to get that done. That helps you out. You don't want to be in a class to where everybody's an individual. And I might have that problem sometimes because I'm used to doing stuff by myself so much, but I had to shred that part of me and say, okay, let me work with the group. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go together, right? So that's what we did. Participate in class, okay? I'm a real quiet, reserved dude. I stick to myself. I have a strong poker face. I just look like that, right? It just is what it is. But this class made me participate and just get involved more. Pay attention. This should be self-explanatory, but pay attention to class, all right? And get involved with the lesson. It's going to make your class go by a lot easier, because nobody likes being in class to where you just looking at the clock like, man, I can't wait to get home. And we do that when we're in class too, but it makes the day more enjoyable when people are participating, because it's just not death by PowerPoint, just reading a PowerPoint. No, we're actually getting in-depth discussions, whatnot. Something else you need to prepare for: be prepared to have a roommate. A lot of y'all live alone, right? Having a roommate is going to be an adjustment for you. For those 23 days or 22 days in the wake up, you're going to have to be in a room with somebody else. You have no privacy, unless you want to go to the bathroom, unless you want to go somewhere else and do your own thing. But when you get in that room, you have no privacy. The dorm rooms here or the barracks here are trash. You're just going to have to deal with it for those 23 days. I recommend you go to Walmart or somewhere, get your own bed linen and whatnot, and when it's after hours, you can put your bed sheets on, and then when it's time to wake up in the morning, you just take your bed sheets off and you put them up. That's what I did, because when I went into my room the first day, I seen them bed sheets. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. So I went to Walmart, I bought my own linen, and I made my own bed. I still do it now. What else? So when you get off, like I said, use your time wisely, because you get a lot of downtime to yourself. That doesn't mean that, okay, you can go horse around or whatnot. You need to make sure that you know this information. You need to make sure that you study this information, that you study for these tests. That it's just not, okay, I'm finna go here and wing it. The instructors are gonna know when you're just mailing it in versus when you're knowledgeable of the subject that you've been given, right? What else, man? That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Like I said, it's so much more stuff that they're going to detail with, but they go into detail with those PowerPoints. But the main objective is to make sure you pass a height and weight, to make sure that you participate in class, to make sure that you know your DNC and your PRT. Those are the meat or potatoes, everything else. You can learn everything else as you go, but you need to get here already knowing how to march, already knowing how to do PRT, your basic command stuff. Just go on YouTube, look it up, you'll get it, all right? But like I said, man, my experience here it's been a good one. It's been some classes where they're still bumping heads, and we're about 4 days off from graduating and they're still bumping heads, but our class didn't go through that. And hopefully we don't go through that these next couple of days that we have here. But I learned a lot, met some good people, and I'm going to stay in touch to make connections and whatnot in my military career. But that's my BLC experience in a nutshell, man. Nobody go to the gym, and I'll holler at y'all later. Your ass up.